agent who bring you already settle you there. Maybe the contract is for 2 years. When you reach there, they take you to a place that you don't know, and when you land there, they take your passport. You can't go out because you have to work in the houses.
They sent me house, collected my passport. They said they don't care whatever happens to me. They do me as if I'm a ghost. They don't do me as if I'm a human being. Even if I see my enemy going there, I will go and meet her. Not to even try his attack.
Hello viewers, welcome to this channel, and my name is McDonald Chibuzo. So today we are continuing on the mistakes people make abroad. When we talk of mistakes, mistakes are not only made by men. There are also many ladies in abroad who have made mistakes also. So today in the studio we have a lady who is going to be sharing her experience and tell us more on the mistakes that girls or ladies make in abroad. Now introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. I'm really so happy to be here for having me, and I really thank God. So my name is Grace Gabdiel, and I'm so blessed to have me in your studio today.
Yeah, you're welcome. Today I'm going to start a question with you. What prompted you coming abroad?
What prompted me to come abroad? It thrilled me so much. I felt that overseas I can make it easier other than in Africa. So that made me to move from Africa to come overseas. Yeah,
this is the kind of feelings every young girls back home in Africa has in mind, that you will make it faster abroad. Now I want to ask you this question again. Back home, were you idle in Africa? Or were you doing something, handwork, or you are working in any organization before you quit coming abroad? How did you raise the money?
Okay, I was just working, and the salary which they are giving me every month they are giving you, let me say, $100. $100 cannot pay your bills. You have things to cater for. $100 cannot finish everything that you want to do. So I was just thinking, if I go further or I go overseas, I can make it more easier. So in my heart, that one made me to have a heart of starting traveling again. I had responsibilities because when you look in Africa, you have to work for you to get what you have in life. I did not come in a family whereby they are giving me everything on a silver plate. No, I have to work. So that's why I decided to travel.
Did you see any ladies or group of ladies that have lived abroad that came home to your place that made you saw them and you wanted to be like them? What prompted you coming? Did you hear anything that is happening abroad? Or you can't just carry your bag and say you want to go to abroad?
You see, in Africa, they always say we are the third world countries, but yet we are not. We have ideas, and we think that overseas we can make it more easier, and the pasture is very greener. So the income was very less. So that's why I said if I travel, I could make it more faster.
Okay, now when you arrived abroad, those pictures that painted in your heart before you started coming, when you arrived, did you see things the way you thought they were?
When you have not gone through something, you cannot know. When you did
there's a word in our place they say, who no go, no know.
Yes.
That's the right
so
word.
I didn't know. So when I landed, the picture that I had in Africa, when I landed overseas, it's not what I saw. Everything was just different, and I was really in shock.
Okay, when you met the opposite of what your mind was painted in Africa, did you decide going back?
Yes. I myself, when I landed, when I saw the things that were not really the way I expected them to be, okay, I said, no, I cannot be here. I have to go back. I have to go back to Africa. This is not what I expect.
Okay, at this point, I want you to speak to someone watching you now who has that ambition, who has that dream, that when she comes abroad, that everything is rosary.
I just want to say to all my fellow women outside there, when you're in Africa, we think that on the other side it's far better. It's not what you think. In Africa, even we are far better. We have more things. You have a skill of what you do. But just because we think on the other side something bigger, we're going to make it very easier. But if you use that skill that God gave you, or maybe you're making hair, or maybe you have a salon, or maybe you have a furniture store, you just put in your effort in everything that you do. Everything, it takes a process. process. Whatever you do, you cannot be a billionaire in one day. It takes a process. Whatever you do, you have to trust God. And you say, I'll make my hair and I'll make that money. For you thinking that when you go there, that you'll get a bag of money, everything is going to work out fast, it's not that, my dear.
Yeah, it's not that like that. Now, there are many girls back home in Africa who has one skill or the other. Some are hairdressers, some fashion designers. Then you see some agents that come from abroad. They tell these girls that leave your work when you come to abroad. You are going to be employed in a big fashion house where you will work and you will earn bigger money. Or you are going to work in a big salon, what they call makeup house where you'll be paid big money.
Yes.
Then these girls, they leave their skill in Africa, hoping that they are going to advance more in abroad.
Yes.
But when they come abroad, they find out that these things is not true. Some of them becomes housemaid, working in a house where they are under trauma. What are you going to say about this as a lady? I know you might have seen many of these girls, or might have heard about their stories. What are you going to tell people out there about this thing?
These people, they don't even know how to treat a human being. Me, I always say they don't have any conscience. They don't have humanity. They don't know how to treat human. They don't even treat us the way they are treating their cats and dogs. If, unfortunately, you fall on the wrong hand, you will regret coming into this life.
Okay, my opinion on this thing, that we think if God, all of us, God gave us something. You can do one thing or the other. He gave us gifts enough. If you are an hairdresser, if you are anything that you have, don't think so that what you're doing, you cannot make it. Even though you were an hairdresser, even though you were tailor, you were into fashion, anything that you do, it's just a matter of putting your effort and keeping on believing in whatever you doing. Keep on trusting, knowing that one day it will work out. It will work out.
Now you're going to tell us stories of what's happening abroad. What girls pass through when they leave the shores of Africa and they come abroad. They meet different things altogether. What are they subjected into?
It's really, really hard for us because they refuse to pay our salary and they are maltreating us. They didn't took us as a human being. We are not even well recognized from them.
I regret going to because it's not what I am expecting. So my boss did not pay me my salary. They were beating me. They sent me house, collected my passport. They said they don't care whatever happens to me. They do me as if I'm a ghost.
Some of these agents we meet, you can meet them and they say you're gonna make it in 1 year, in 6 months. And when you meet them, some of you can have your land, you can have your property, and you decide, let me sell what I have, in that I'll put in and I'll make it. When I come, I will buy it. You understand? Knowing that when you reach there, you get a better job, you get something which is better, you'll be paid higher. But when you reach there, what you find there, that you are going to work in a house, and these are mansions, these are big houses, no small houses.
Okay, you work as a housemaid.
Yes.
Now, when they take your passport from you, what of your communication system, your phone? Are you allowed to have them?
No, it's not possible. It's not possible because when you land there, they take you to that house. You're already in that house. Some of them are good, but most of them, they are not good. When you enter that house, all the communication from your people where you're coming from, only you have to be within that area, going under the rules and regulations over the people where they have taken you to. And you don't know the embassy, the road which can take you back, you know nothing.
Okay,
yes.
Now, when they collect the passport from the girl or the ladies, they have practically becomes no identification again out there. You have become a housemaid. Now, you were a hairdresser back home or a fashion designer. You come abroad and become a housemaid. You have lost your dream. You have lost your ambition in life. You are subjected to the kind of work you didn't even know you are going to do.
Yes.
Now, does it end there? what are the things they experience?
Because what do you expect? Of course, now you have landed there, you are in the house, you don't have any other way out. And when you go there, maybe you were a hairdresser, you were a fashion designer, you were doing something which was very good. When you land there, of course, you cannot do it. Already you are in the house, you're going to be a housemaid, you're going to be a person who works there because you don't have access to meet other people, to be exposed onto the outside world. So that's what happens.
Yeah, I also read in the news some time ago that some men in the house make advances to these ladies when everybody has gone out. Maybe they are alone in the house with the man of the house. So what are you going to say about that?
When you land into this house, remember you don't have access. You may find a man, he has a wife, there are 2 sons in the house, or maybe 1 daughter, and you are working there as a housemaid. It's not like it's a house of 1 room. They have houses of very many rooms. You have to cook, doing all the housework. Doing all that, a man starts coming to you, you understand? And when you try to, you cannot make a move because they are women, they cannot listen because they know their husbands, they cannot do anything. You cannot talk to her. Now you began to come in agony. And if the boys of the family also, they are big enough, now see the father, the 2 sons, they want to take access of you. So that's what happens.
So this is a shattered dream. So the lady has practically become been enslaved. That's civilized slavery.
Yes.
And she had lost her vision, she had lost her dignity again, and she doesn't have anywhere to complain. I even read on the news that one of them committed suicide some time ago. So this is as a result of self-hate.
Yes.
The person has practically hate herself in this situation.
Yes.
And she has lost confidence, and there's no one to complain to. There's no means of communication.
Yes.
I also hear about their payment. They also seize their money.
You know, when you go into that house, remember, you don't have communication onto your people back away at home. Yeah. You cannot go back, you're in that house. Because when you land that, they say, you're going to work for us. By the time your contract is over, we're going to pay you all the money that which you have worked for us. Because there is no guarantee. Of course, you don't have a choice of going anywhere. Everything, it's there in the house. You understand?
Okay.
So you don't know what is going to happen next. So you have to be obedient, whatever they are telling you to do for you to survive.
Now, a young lady leaves the shores of Africa and sees herself in a country that is not her own.
Yes.
And she has been put in a house where she doesn't have access to anyone, not even the embassy of her country, no communication. And she has been denied of her right as a lady. She is maltreated, and there is sexual advances, and she doesn't have any resistance because she has become a slave. I will use that word, a slave. She has been put into slavery. This is modern slavery, and we say no to this. Again, the kind of payment that she is promised to be paid her is not what she's going to be seeing.
Yes.
They are not going to give her money. Some of them are told that at the end of the 2 years contract, they will receive their money. Before the 2 years contract, the boss begins to find fault in her, begin to say that she has stolen their money or she has entered a room that she's not supposed to enter. At the end of this, she had lost her dignity, she had lost her pride as a woman, lost her vision as a person, and lost confidence in life. It leads to self-hate, and some of them even commit suicide. My dear, what is your advice?
If you're doing any skill that God has given you, any gift that you do, you are an hairdresser, you're doing something, anything that you are called.
Let our ladies learn handwork.
Yes.
Even if you have gone to school, if there's no job, get a skill.
Even if you're a housewife, you can learn something, you can do something. Don't think so that the other side is very greener. Everything takes a process. As you are making that hair, it's just you have to put in effort. Ask God for wisdom. It takes a process, because even when you conceive today, you're not going to give birth to that baby today. It takes a process of 9 months. So everything that you do, you have to hold on. It takes a process. You cannot be a billionaire in one day. You understand? So that's my advice to them. Work hard. Don't give up. Because if you think that you are going to make it on the other side, it's better you concentrate. Because I believe Africa, we are so blessed. If you ask God for wisdom, you can make it.
Now, you are not told to stay back in Africa if you have opportunity, better opportunity of traveling to any country. Be sure of where you are going to. Be sure of whom you are traveling with or whom is telling you to come over. Be 100% sure of the kind of business or the kind of job you are called to do. You are going for education or any genuine business you are going for, or a work that you know that this work is 100% sure for you, and you have your liberty. If you want to go back to your Africa, you can go anytime you wish, and you have access to normal human being, the things they have access to. You can go to your journey. But when you don't know what you are going to do there, you are not sure, please think twice. It's better you stay home and make a living and live your life to the full than to come and lead yourself into destruction. This is not good.
Yes.
Thank you for watching this topic today. We advise you to watch and to share in a group, share in different group, comment below there, and like, then subscribe to this channel, and God will bless you.